Are we recording?
No, I'm serious.
No, it's real though.
Okay, that's fine. At least I know how to communicate.
Yeah, you know.
From this point moving forward.
You know
No, look, for real, like,
yeah.
people will use it against you. Mm-hmm. And you felt safe in that space.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in situations where I'm literally I'm like, and for me, as the person I am, and then also as, you know, what some would say is like Leo tendencies. Yeah. I just found out like last few years I was Leo Virgo cusp or whatever, because my birthday is August 20th.
Makes sense.
So I have a little bit of, I guess, both of these signs. But up until when I found out about that, full blown Leo. Yeah. But now that I know what I know, I can see certain things. Yeah. With that being said, I have a lot of fucking pride. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So when it comes to divulging who I am, like my fears, my dreams, it has taken me so long to be able to express my dreams, what I feel like my purpose is, or just certain things that I really tried to hold on to. You know, speaking the other day about me holding on to stuff. Yeah. It was like when I finally had the courage to start doing that with people, to start opening up and being transparent and being authentically me. These are my flaws. I know I'm a lot to work with. I know. Right. But I come bringing so much more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and to feel like that in those spaces and the people that you shared yourself with later, or sometimes immediately, use that information against you to make their point. Yeah, tallying up shit. Yeah, like sometimes tallying up shit, sometimes just to juke you real good, you know, to cause that emotional pain because they're so angry in that moment, or they're so humiliated, or whatever. For whatever their level of understanding is, they feel some type of way about you. Right. And instead of thinking from the standpoint, I come here to heal. Come on. See, me really having a mindset of I come here to heal, I love you, I care about you. Now that's not saying that I ain't never been fucking wrong. Yeah. But because I come here to heal, I'm also seeking understanding because I don't want to injure. And so to be in those spaces and the very people that if nobody else knew, they knew that you was coming in spaces to heal. Yeah. And they use that information against you to injure you at a time when you're most vulnerable. Talk about pain. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. That's the type of shit that could send somebody overboard. Yeah. I was almost there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that you think supposed to be your lifeboat, they the ones drowning you. It was so painful. But, again, duality. Because even where there's pain, there's joy. Ooh. Rain or shine. Rain or shine. Stop playing. We here. Rain or shine. I love that song. No matter the weather. Come on. The beauty of it for me, and I'm still learning on these are the things that I'm holding on to, is that the joy, finding the joy in that. Yes. The joy for me was coming to the realization that everybody got their own level of understanding. That was the biggest lesson. Everybody got their own understanding of what God is. Right. Everybody got their own understanding of what love is, what relationships are. What does it mean to be a friend? Yeah. Sister. All these people go, oh, we sisters. I thought I had some sisters. Yeah. Everybody got a different concept of what sister is. Let's talk about it. And so I'm going around treating everybody like they my sister, like they my real sisters. I got two sisters, Leslie and Samayyah. Yeah. I'm treating everybody like I would treat them. What in the world? But that's my concept and understanding of what a sister is. Because that's how I was raised. Right. That's what was reinforced in me. Yeah. That's what me and my sisters reinforced in each other. Yes. The bonds we built with each other. Somebody else may have a different understanding of what that means. So when I show up the way I do, it's going to be based off of their level of understanding as to whether or not we meld. And my level of understanding as to whether or not we meld. Yeah. I don't even know if that's a word. I think I just said something that I never even knew that I knew.
On God, you activated. That's what it is. When you said it, I felt that shit. And off context, I knew what that shit meant.
If it ain't real.
Hey, come on.
If it ain't real.
Fuck Webster, nigga.
Fuck Webster. Just know Samayyah said it first.
Come on.
Here on Dames Worldwide.
Come on. Talk about it.
Yes.
Meld.
I think that is a word, though.
It is.
I like that word, and I almost like that word as much as I like the word delicious. Yo, this lady said to me one time, I was letting her hear something. Yeah. I think it was Rain or Shine. And she said, oh, she was like, that's delicious. Ooh. I was like, no, you didn't. Ooh. I said it just like that. No, you didn't. Did you just say delicious? Yeah. Thank you. I was so like, oh, my song is delicious. I can't wait to tell my sister.
Nah, damn, that's a great way to put it. Delicious. Because it just brings joy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The word. Yeah, it brings joy. That's what I got from the song and the video too. Like the acting, you know what I mean? It was like, I love the foreshadowing of you on the roof, you know what I mean? Telling the story. Yeah. And it's like, how you are in person kind of showed in the visual to where you ain't got to be on the screen all the time. Like you want to create an infrastructure in the story and tell niggas your why. You know what I'm saying? Not portrayed it in the video, you feel me? So yeah. I'm hip.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm hip.
I didn't know that you was on it like that. I'm saying on like, oh my God.
Nah, I'll be on it. Like I said.
It's the, you know, for me, with that video, and I have so many like other ideas and stuff that I'm working on in regards to visual, because we hear, but we see. Yeah. People imitate life. Right. So, well, we are life, but visuals imitate life. Right. You know, our music.
Yes.
It imitates life. Yeah. And so from that standpoint, it's like, everybody's going around just doing what they're seeing. Like we're reinforcing what we're seeing. Facts. You know, so when we try to tackle, let's say, certain ills of the world or whatever, we're going to constantly recreate because we're seeing. Yeah. The eyes are very powerful. Very. Seeing, you know, the visualization, because once you see something, you can never wipe that shit out your memory.
Ever.
Unless you have a memory. Yeah. And true.
Unless you want to.
True. To a certain extent.
It's still there, though.
Because that's my thing. It's like,
No, but it's still there. It's just
But deep. You're absolutely right. In the recesses of our mind. Exactly. You're absolutely right. Yeah. But yeah, so with the visual, it's like, okay, in my mind, it's like, okay, giving people something different to see, because we already see so much of this, and we feel like because we see all of this, right, you know, there's an imbalance. But if we keep seeing this, it's like, it's really not complicated, but we make it complicated because of our different levels of understanding and how we try to express ourselves. Yeah. But it's really not that complicated. It's like, okay, well, if people do what they see, because you can see that with children. Facts. Children are the proof of what I'm saying. I'm not making this shit up. Yeah. I'm not pulling this out of nowhere. Yeah. We have proof. We could just look at children. Yeah. You could tell a child something all day long. Tell them to wash their butts. Right. You could tell them to brush their teeth. Right. You could tell them to clean up. Yep. Children do what they see. So if you're telling them, they're hearing it. Right. So they're going to get it somewhere. But in order for it to be cemented, they need to see it. They need to be able to do and express themselves in that space. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So that means you have to give people something different to see. If we feel like, oh, this is too much, did you hear people talking about violence of the world all day long? What's going on in the hood? Facts. What's going on around the globe? Yeah. But yeah, we continuously watch this shit. We're continuously watching it. So whether through us physically sitting here or through our offspring, it will continue to create itself. We continuing to download the same image into our computer system.
Yes.
So it's going to continue to replicate that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So if we really feel like, oh, this is messed up, this is whatever, stop showing us this. Better yet, go one further. Stop watching it. Just stop watching it.
Yeah.
And go watch something else that is counter to what you're saying is too much.
Right.
Because if we all start doing that, we begin to balance out now.
Exactly.
All these things are always going to exist. They've always existed.
Yeah.
Love, joy, pain, suffering. All of these things, it's the duality of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we ever feel collectively that it's too much, we got to balance out the scale. And I like that. I just realized your scale was over there.
Come on.
So you know what we're talking about. We're talking about balance.
Everything.
That's where I'm at now, in my life.
Yeah.
And my homegirl told me, my homegirl, she said that was my word for the year, and I didn't realize it. She was like, yeah, balance, because I kept talking about it. And I was like, you know, it's funny that you say that, because I'm the type of person where, as you can tell, I think a lot, right? So I think about the different phases of my life, kind of how I've evolved from whether young girl to now in my womanhood. Different phases had different themes, you know, topics, life lessons. And even when I look at the lessons and I dissect the lessons, it's like they all fall under some category or another of self-development. Self-awakening, my path, understanding my purpose. You know.
So go ahead and introduce yourself. You know.
All of that.
Let her know.
Hi.
You gotta let
everybody.
Them cook.
Yes.
Come on, go ahead.
I am Samayyah.
Yes. The one and only.
The one and only.
Yes,
the one and only. No, it's some other Samayyahs out there.
Man, fuck them Samayyahs. We ain't talking about them. Man, fuck y'all.
I'm the one y'all
Change
need to know.
Change your name.
I'm the one y'all need to know. Look, I ain't no punk.
Come on.
That's my motto.
Why is that your motto?
Because
wake it up.
I have to have the courage to go forth and prosper.
Every day.
Everybody want to go forth and prosper. Nobody got the courage to get up and do what they have to do in order to prosper. I'm big on purpose.
Come on.
And yeah, I am walking in my purpose. I am actively creating. I am a singer. I am a writer. I am a business entrepreneur, soon to be business mogul. Yes, you heard it here first.
Come on. Already business mogul.
Yes.
It's just,
thank you.
Come on, already business. Because we here.
We here. And we
the
now.
future and the past don't exist.
Come on, man. Remind me. Reinforce.
Come on. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I'm just here to remind.
Yes.
You gotta I'm letting the queen cook. You feel me?
Yes, I love it. And we have to do that for each other.
For sure.
We have to do that for each other.
For sure.
But yes, I'm a singer. Currently, I have a single out on all your streaming platforms. It's called Rain or Shine.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
It was written by my baby sister, Samayyah. And I am the singer.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay. I have a lot to talk about tonight. I've already said a lot, but I'm here, so.
That's the point.
Let's get it.
Come on. Okay, so my first question for you is, let's talk about the single. You know what I'm saying? Rain or Shine, as you, because I feel like what we said already kind of plays, as you said, the core of everything ties together. You feel me? What was the inspiration behind the song itself?
I got a couple instrumentals from a guy, John.
Shout out to John.
S.K. McGee.
Yeah.
He's down there in Atlanta. And I'm trying to remember the chain of events.
Right.
So he's from North Carolina.
Okay.
So I ended up reaching out to him once I realized he was from North Carolina, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He was cool as hell. Like, he was the first person at that time to really just welcome me. And he was already in the industry. I already worked with like the likes of Trey Songz. You know what I mean? Like already Jupiter Love. That's my shit. Just he was welcoming. He was like, he wasn't like, yeah, I'm here. Right. You know, he was like, how can I help you? Yes. You know what I mean? Like, reach out to me, like, you know, whatever. Yeah. And so I ended up going down to Atlanta one of these trips and met him, purchased some beats from him. Come on. One of the beats was the beat that he made right there. It was so much fun. Like, they welcomed me, like, for real. Like, yo, shout out to SK. Yeah. Him and his peoples was there. They welcomed me. I'm sitting there in the apartment. Yeah. And he just made this beat. At first, I really liked it, but I didn't really know what to do with it. Like, I couldn't really kind of get where I wasn't connecting with it, but I just knew I liked it. Right. So I ain't complain about it or nothing. I ain't have no changes to make to it because we was in a vibe and he was doing his thing and he made that shit quick as fuck. So, you know, I was really thankful. Like, okay, I walked away with not only a nice beat, but it was a quick turnaround and I got to chill with some cool dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was really exciting. I ended up sending the beat to my sister, Samayyah, and my homeboy, his name is Ryan Bird. Shout out to Ryan Bird. He's up in New York doing his thing. He's an amazing writer out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Wake it up. But I sent the beat to them like, yo, you know, let me know if y'all can do something like, what are you feeling? Yeah. And hit me back. I was still down in Atlanta, just trying to figure out how to make a song. Yeah. And so they both hit me back. He hit me back with something. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually good. But what my sister sent back.
It's crazy.
Ooh. Because my sister sent something back based off her experience. You know, like her relationship with her husband, love, and you know, the ups and downs of that. But you still keep trying. You're here. You're working on the process. Yeah. A lot of people get married every day, and they get married off of what they see, how they feel. Right. They don't get married off their word. You know what I mean? Like, it's different when you keeping your word with somebody. When you make a commitment to keep your word with somebody, i.e. starting with yourself first, because every relationship is derived from that relationship with yourself first. It's a reflection of that. So you keeping your word with yourself first, and then when you decide to get in alignment with someone, whether it's your friend, a business relationship, but most importantly, when you decide to mate and marry someone and you want to procreate with someone, y'all keeping your word with yourselves is literally the catapult of what your existence is from that point, because you decided to become one with each other. Right. Yeah. So then everything from that standpoint is like, okay, you have the ups and downs, but what you gonna do through that? How you gonna hold on to your vision? Because the vision was first when y'all got together and decided to do what y'all do. Yeah. It's just the same with your own vision. Yeah. Like how through rain or shine, that's why that song is so special to me, because I see that within my own journey with myself. Yes. The ups and downs. Yeah. You know, what did it say? Rain or shine. I need to hear my own damn song. No, for real, because I'm like,
no matter the weather.
No matter the weather, but that's not the part I want to remember. Hold on one second, because I got you.
Okay, wake it up.
I'm waking it up. Hey, because look, I started talking.
Yeah. And she owns the rights to this, so we ain't got to worry about copyright.
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about that. Fuck. Oh, fast forward that a little bit. No, not you, honey. That was another song.
The other one tried to come up in
there. Okay, this part right here. So even just that part right there, right? So my sister is speaking from her physical situation, what she's going through with her husband and relationship, that journey.
Right.
Rain or shine being there. So the part of the song says, going to bed angry, tired of going to bed angry when you should be making love to me. Boy, I only want to be with you, no matter the weather. I say those lyrics to myself. Making love to me, and I'm not talking about from the standpoint of sexual energy. I'm talking about from the standpoint of being so involved with yourself,
intimacy,
with your love for yourself, and the intimacy that you have with your vision, your purpose.
Yes. And
I'm going to bed angry. Why? Why am I going to bed angry? When the very thing that should bring me joy is the fact that I am able to be involved in my purpose.
Yes.
And my vision for my life.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I sing that song and when I do shows and I'm singing that song, yes, from the physical standpoint, yes, make your relationships work. No matter the weather, keep your word to each other. Of course, unless there's some real toxic injury type stuff, because you have to protect yourself. The first rule of thumb is your own self-preservation. If you're not here, you can't be in a relationship with nobody. So I understand that, but from the standpoint of just keeping your word is your bond.
Yes.
And so if you made your word with someone, if you made your word with yourself, keep that. But how you keep that, through whether it's raining, whether it's shine. My mother used to say, sleet, shit, or hell. Like she rain, sleet, shit, or shine.
Hey, I'm about to borrow that.
Something like that. Yeah. Somebody out there know it. Yeah. But you got to keep going.
Yes.
You have to remember the word that you made to yourself all those many years ago. For me, my word was in childhood.
Yeah.
So I think maybe before I even got here. Yeah. But in my childhood, I said I was going to sing.
Right.
In my childhood, I said not only was I singing, but I was going to be a world-renowned recording artist, singer, like Whitney, Mariah, Mary, like all of the greats.
Yeah.
Like in my mind,
Samayyah.
that's what Samayyah. Yes, Samayyah.
Yeah.
Like all of the greats. That was when in my childhood. So in my mind, it's like, my word is my bond. That's reinforced in my household with my mother as I'm growing up. Yeah. I made a word to myself. Like 5 or 6 years old. Like, this is where I'm going to be at.
Straight like that.
And so I've been working to keep my word with myself all these many years. My tests and my lessons have come from whether or not I can hold on to this vision. Yes. Hold on to this dream. Right. In spite of whether it's raining, whether it's shining, whether it's hailing, because sometimes it hail and them damn big ass ice chunks will hit you upside your head, and you gotta make sure, you gotta make sure you still on track.
Facts.
And so it's been interesting me being at this point in my life and learning balance and learning how to just appreciate the fact that I can make these decisions, the fact that I can remember a word that I gave myself as a little girl, the fact that I can see how, while I gave myself a word as a little girl, that was my dream, but now I know my purpose. Now I see where I fit into the collective. Right. Now I see how not only can I live out my dream, but I can actively help others live out theirs by me just being me. Yeah. I ain't no punk.
Come on.
So no matter what, this is what I'm reinforcing in myself. This is what my mother reinforced in me. Yeah. It's easy to fight somebody. Yeah. It is easy to act out in your emotions. I come from Newark, New Jersey. My mother moved us down to Durham, North Carolina, Bull City, thinking that she was moving us away from shit that was going on in Newark. Yeah. And the same stuff was happening down here, just at a little slower pace. Right. But the concepts are still the same. So from that standpoint, it was easy for me to be in an altercation with somebody. For me to have snap judgment. That's what I grew up around. But just like me, and just like so many other people, the real fear came from when it was time for you to be you. When it was time for you to activate your gifts. When it was time for you to say, you know what? This is my purpose. And I'm going to walk in this in spite of what anybody thinks about my purpose. Because this is what my God energy is saying to me. Yeah. And I'm going to stand on it. Yeah. You know, it is so easy for us to fall to the side of fear as opposed to faith. Yes. Because the fear side is protection mode, caution, hold up. Yeah. Wait a minute. It's a little uncomfortable. Yeah. You know, the faith side is saying, hold up now. That's the courage. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Because we got somewhere to be.
Come on.
That is what I stand on. I ain't no punk. Yeah, you want to take it there? Yeah, we could take it there. Yeah. But at this day and age, for me, I'm not taking it there. Not unless it's at you in my vicinity type. I have to protect myself. Real, recognize real. It is what it is.
Wake it up.
I will never deny that part of myself. But I can control it because I know I have a choice. Yes. I can tame it. So I always come in peace.
Come on.
I always come in peace.
Oh, excuse me.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I represent when I say I ain't no punk. Yeah. You know, that's what I represent when I encourage other people to put their punkish ways aside.
Come on.
I ain't saying you ain't gonna fight. Yeah. I ain't gonna say that you ain't protect yourself or your family. That's a given. That is a survival instinct.
For sure.
A mouse, yeah. a bite back.
Come on.
It's our instinct to want to protect ourselves.
Yes.
Some people would say it's in our nature.
It is.
It is. But the side that I choose to expand on is the spiritual nature. Yes. The spiritual nature of who I am. Yes. Because just because I can doesn't mean that I should. I could hurt you. Yeah. I could do something really mean and evil to you. Right. But just because I can doesn't mean that I should. And even if I'm thinking that I should, now I have to question myself and ask, why do I think that I should? And if I think that I should, then okay, does it make sense for me to expand? Is what I'm doing that I think makes sense and that I should do this? Is it helping the collective to expand? Yeah. Or is it restricting me? Is it restricting the collective? Right. That's how I make my choices. Yeah. So I choose to take the actions that I feel will help us expand. Right. Me first. Yeah. Mind, body, spirit.
Come on.
And then the collective.
Exactly.
And from that standpoint, it's like I have to have the courage to do that. I have to, because they say you should have faith. And that's true. Right. But from where I stand, in my experiences, it takes courage to have faith.
Yeah. Facts.
It takes courage to have faith in the hood. Yeah. You have to start with that boldness. You have to start with that, you know what? It's dark. Or yeah, it might be such and such going on, bullets flying over my head, but you know what? I'm going to take my ass to school because I know school is a part of my purpose.
Exactly.
I know that in school somewhere, even if I don't want to get up early in the morning, even if I don't want to be in this particular teacher's class, I'm expanding in this space. Right. I digress. I'll be like...
Look, not cue the song.
No, I did not mean to key the song.
Look, cue the song.
I digress. Because, you know, as you can see, I get really passionate about what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not just passionate about it because it's some fad. I'm not just passionate about it because... it's something to do. Right. I'm not just passionate about it because, oh, it makes me feel good. Because it does make me feel good. Like, like speaking, and because as I'm speaking, I'm thinking about what I'm saying. Yeah. And I'm like I be processing.
But you're speaking to yourself too.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Yeah. And I'm speaking to myself too, so I be like, shit, activated. You about that? Yeah. You say you about that? What's up?
Yeah, checking.
Because I have to practice what I preach. Yeah. Who we are, we manifest. That's why our actions speak louder than words. Because you could say something all day long, but who you are shows.
Come on.
It shows. You can't hide it. Yeah. Because who you are is your God energy.
Come on.
God energy pervades everything. So no matter how you try to mask it, who you are will always shine.
Come on.
You just have to decide who you are.
Yes.
And accept it. If you don't accept it, then create something else. Yeah. That's your God energy. That's your free will.
Infinity.
You know what I'm saying? And so now that I really get this information from myself, because these are my opinions. Yeah. Some of my opinions are backed up with facts. This is who I am. This is my truth. Yeah. Right?
Right.
I'm not trying to get people to be me. Do anything that I'm doing. All I want you to do is have the courage to think.
That's it. For yourself.
For yourself. You make a decision and stand on it.
Right.
That's all.
Simple.
Have the courage to expand.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Right. I'm telling you it's not easy. I know it's not easy. It's too much proof to show us that it's not easy.
Right.
But it's also not complicated.
Come on.
It's not.
Yeah.
But we make conscious decisions to keep doing things this way, even when it doesn't make us feel good anymore. It doesn't make us feel like we're expanding. We feel restricted. But we'll still keep doing it because my mother did it. Shit, they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. But that tree bears fruit.
Exactly. The tree has branches.
That tree has branches.
Yeah.
That tree will continue to expand as long as it is not moved. We don't do something to it. Exactly. That tree will continue to be and continue to root out, and it's constantly expanding.
Yeah.
It is when that tree feels restricted that it begins to wither.
Exactly.
The fruit dies. So at this point, it's like, for me, knowing what I know, I'm just trying to share it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just trying to share it.
Yeah.
The best that I can, to what extent that I can. Because I have my understanding. Yeah. And just because you can do a thing doesn't mean that you should.
Right.
Just because you have power doesn't mean that you should just put your power everywhere.
Right.
You have to pick and choose your battles.
For sure.
You have to pick and choose what's important for your purpose.
Yes.
And so for me, that has also been a part of the sacrifice. You asked me about sacrifice earlier.
Yeah.
Sacrifice in that while I can do all of these things, and I can, let's say, be an activist over here in this way, or I can sing over here, or I can, be family. Yes, I can do all of those things, but I have to choose what I feel is most important to me actualizing my purpose in this lifetime. This is what my conclusion has been, because for so long, I have tried to put myself in all of these spaces, and I was giving my energy into all of these spaces, every space but the one space that truly matters for the other spaces to exist. And so coming to that realization, I'm just like, yes, I'm here. I want to share my journey, my story. However, actions speak louder than words. So for me, I'm just walking my walk and taking opportunities to express myself.
Yes.
Just express myself. A lot of people want to know, like, oh, well, when are you going to put out some music? Like, you've been saying you're doing this for a long time. And in my mind, I'm thinking, like, I don't need you to fucking remind me of how long it has been since I said I was going to put out something, or since I, because I'm actively going through this.
Yes.
I'm the person who's, you wouldn't have known about it if I ain't tell you.
Exactly.
Like,
straight up.
Just as bad. If you want it out, how you think I feel? Right?
Yeah.
But there's a season for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I finally come to the realization that for me, music, along with other dreams that I have on my heart, it's me.
Yes.
That's my acceptance. Like it's me. Like, my mother used to say, nothing can stop God. Nothing, like, God will always get the glory. This is what my mother would say. And so for me, where I am now, it's like, I know that who I am is of God energy. And I know that who I am is, was, always will be. It just is.
Yeah.
And so whether it is this lifetime or the next, whatever I'm meant to express, whatever I'm choosing to express, whatever agreement, because I believe in free will.
Right.
So that means that there's a connection. Yes, something created, but the free will, I made a choice. I would never give that up.
Right.
Because it was given to me. It's my birthright.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Right.
So from that standpoint, it's like, knowing this is helping me to be empowered and to know that none of these things are running away from me. It's never too late. As long as I have the courage to keep getting up every day and to keep expressing myself and to keep having the purest intentions of wanting to expand and wanting to help the collective expand, then however this God energy chooses to express itself is how it shall be.
Yeah.
Music is my thing.
Yeah.
Along with so many other things, that's my thing. Music is the thing that I'm choosing to put my energy into now, with the understanding that I don't have to try to press it so hard. I don't have to put all this pressure on myself about it, because God was, is, always will be.
Forever.
So from that standpoint, just keep doing what you do, Samayyah. This is what I'm telling myself. Keep doing what you do. Keep practicing. Keep allowing yourself to download your ideas. Keep writing. Keep whatever. Be a part of somebody's podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that helps you to express.
Yes.
Because all of that is tied into my music.
Yes.
My music is who I am. So whether it's this lifetime or the next, I'm going to be singing.
Yeah, I'm on.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to be creating music.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Come on.
The same way I'll be helping people and caring for people. The same way I'll be advocating for people who cannot advocate for themselves. This is all a part of who I am.
Right.
And so now I'm at a space where it's like, yo, I can breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
I can breathe.
Yes.
I can breathe knowing that everything is okay. I can breathe knowing that as long as I am striving to maintain balance, I will continue to expand and move forward.
Yes.
I don't have to focus on the past.
Right.
And what didn't work out.
Right.
I don't have to have anxiety about the future. As long as I am maintaining balance here and now, I'm good.
Forever.
Good money.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to chase money.
Nah.
Money gonna chase me.
Yeah.
Because when you have balance, everything that does not have balance or needs something to attach to is going to be seeking you.
Yeah.
Money is a tool. People are tools.
Yeah.
Because we're meant to help fix something. Some shape, form, or fashion. Isn't that what a tool is?
Exactly.
Now, that's not all of who we are. We're not going to mistake it.
Right.
that is where, for me, the law of attraction makes sense.
Yeah.
Because as long as I am, and you've been hearing about that, that's been the like buzz thing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But to have it in practice,
come on,
whew,
it's real.
That is something else.
Yeah.
Because I see whenever I begin to maintain balance within my life,
right,
how things begin to attract to me from what I actually do want, as opposed to what I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to attract one way or another. You're always attracting something.
Yeah.
Now, whether it is pleasing to you or painful to you, that's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, I'm looking to be pleased.
Come on. Are you a pleaser? Are you a pleaser?
I am definitely a pleaser.
Okay, you attract what you are, right?
Yes.
All right then.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I'm here. Look.
Yeah.
Let me stop this a whole nother show because you know I'm looking for ways to express myself. But yes. But yes, you get me.
Come on.
You get me. Like I'm here, and that's all I want to do. I just want to use my walk to inspire people on their walks, and to know that you're not alone. You're not the only one that's been afraid. You're not the only one afraid sometimes, because this shit is not. Everything is different. You never know. Just when you think you got it, just when you think you know, then something else comes to show you that you don't know everything. There's still more to know.
Still want to.
You know, so
come on.
That's all. That's where I'm at with it. I done said a lot tonight.
Nah, look, we just getting started. So let me ask this: what's your relationship with your 9-year-old self? With your
Say
child?
That again.
What's your relationship with your inner child?
It's great.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to spend more time with her.
Okay.
So far, my relationship, you can't ask me these questions because I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. That's the point.
So far, nah, but sometimes it don't be what you expect.
I don't expect shit though.
Okay.
That's a difference.
Well, my inner child was a freak. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
Look,
no,
I'm like.
No, that's really a whole nother story. I'm not even playing about that anymore. But,
I know you won't play. I know you won't play. So it's a psych.
Look. No, for real. No, for real. Cause okay, never mind. I'm not about to get. Yes, the imagination. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Listen, I be in my imagination, and that's one of the things I love about my inner child.
Yes.
I love that about my inner child.
Yeah.
I think for a long time, I can't even count the years. For a long time, I have been seeking to heal my inner child. My inner child, just like the physical child, endured so much pain, so much heartache. You know, had to be so strong, so tough. And when you're conditioned that way, physically, mentally, spiritually, your inner child suffers. And if your inner child suffers, then guess what? Your imagination suffers.
Exactly.
If your imagination suffers, then guess what? Your vision suffers. Your dream is deferred. You know, so a lot of time my inner child experienced a lot of pain. Growing into, you know, adolescence, teenage, womanhood. Shrinking. You know, like many adults.
For sure.
Shrinking. But the part of my inner child that was rebellious. Thank God for her.
Come on.
Because she was the one like, yo, like, I see you, you got you a nice little job at Fidelity. You think you cute and whatnot.
Right.
But that ain't you.
Come on.
That ain't you. And you playing yourself. Boo-boo. You a punk.
Facts.
You know? So I thank God for that part of myself. Because that's the part of myself that snapped me out of what could have been a successful life in appearance. but turmoil and torture.
Internally.
Yeah. You know. So yes, I'm very in touch with my inner child, just in many different facets.
Yeah.
From the standpoint of the last few years, healing my inner child, letting my inner child know that she is safe.
Yes.
And that it's okay. It's okay to come out the closet. I used to hide in the closet. That's how I used to run away.
Yeah.
I used to be in the closet somewhere hoping somebody missed me.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll remember to call me for dinner or something.
Yeah.
I think my family caught on to it at some point. But
yeah. Facts.
But it's okay to come out the closet. It's okay to play.
Yeah.
Because I was always in books and, you know, I always been in my head, like thinking and, you know, those type of things. When it came time to play,
y'all go ahead.
Y'all can play.
Yeah.
Because I'm serious about mine.
Yeah.
Even as a young girl, like you can ask anybody who knows me. Like I had little girl groups and stuff in Jersey.
Yeah.
Me and my homegirls.
Yeah.
Me and my sisters. Like, and I was serious, but I used to get mad at them for wanting to play. Like, y'all not taking this seriously. We supposed to go to the Apollo.
Yeah.
What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah. Not you on your Joe Jackson.
Listen, they'll have to tell you themselves, but I just remember from me, even at that age, being heartbroken because nobody took this seriously. And it was like, and they're thinking like, Samayyah, why are you taking it so seriously? Or Valerie, why are you taking it so seriously? That's my first name, Valerie.
Yeah.
But yes, so I don't know. I just been spending time reintroducing myself to her. She's always been there.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I've always been tapped into my imagination. I've always self-studied. I've always kind of been in the past, if that makes sense, trying to understand where I was. Of course, being in my imagination to think about the future and everything.
Right.
So I've always been in tune.
Yeah.
But I wasn't tapped in with her to see the places where she was frightened.
Yeah.
And understanding how the fright back then manifested this emotional trauma or anger now.
Right.
You know, in different spaces where she was abused or misled or even at times when maybe she was coddled too much in certain areas. Because it's not always the pain or the misfortune that shapes our personalities. Now, while it is a huge factor in how we respond to everything that follows up, it's not the only thing. Sometimes we can have situations where not necessarily that we've been loved too much, but the love itself is misconstrued. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a smothering, you know, and that causes you to shrink. The people that's doing it don't know that they doing anything wrong. And you don't even know that you're getting anything wrong because it looks like love. You know what I mean? Yes. So it's not always the blatant like, oh, that person was abused by their parents or a family member or whatever. Sometimes it's the stuff where people genuinely mean well and they're doing what they think means well by you. Yeah. But it's shrinking you and what you're supposed to be and actualize for your purpose. You know? Yeah. So it's certain things about myself that I didn't know needed attention. That little girl needed some attention. Yeah. And I didn't know that until I was in moments where I had to face that reality. Where I had to say like, okay, yo, you act like this with this dude because like when you was younger, this happened. Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah. You know? So I had to spend time healing that part of myself. And now I'm at the point where I'm just here. I'm bringing that part of myself out and I'm understanding balance. Right. Like, yes, I can have a serious conversation with you. But I like to have fun. Yeah. I love to laugh. Yeah. I love to laugh. Yeah. And being able to bring that out. Yeah. And I'm looking for spaces to bring that out. And what does that look like? What's fun to me? You know? Yeah. I'm like, you know what? When I was young, I used to like ping pong. Yeah. I didn't even know that. Yeah. You know, I did it because we was in school. Right. But I actually liked it. Yeah. Well, I used to play. I had two friends. I forgot what high school that was. Don't tell nobody. But they was teaching me how to play ping pong, and it was joy that was derived from that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like going to arcades, learning how to do something new.
Yeah, I was about to say that's what it was. It was just the fact that something that's new that was outside of your like immediate realm. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm just here and I'm doing that. I'm in the process of actively healing and actively creating and going into my imagination and saying, okay, yeah, you've been healing long enough, but come out and play. Yeah. You know, there's time for this too. Yeah. We can do all of this. Yeah. And hey, you playing is actually helping us heal and come outside and get some fresh air. Let the sun touch you. Hey, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. Hey. Like, let that man touch you. Come on. You know? Yeah. So.
Nah, facts. That's experience. Yeah. It's experience. Yeah. It's all part of it. Yes. It builds great content too for the music, for the creative shit that we do. Because if you're just locked in the closet, you're only speaking from the perspective of being in the closet. Exactly. Now, there are going to be people out there who can relate, but you want to touch on all facets versus just that one.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because everybody learns differently. Yeah. But the same.
Yep. No, that us.
I look at our lives and I be like, yo, like, it's different categories. Facts. Like, we all fit in some category or another, but then we all have connections within the categories, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's like, that's how I be thinking about it. Yeah. But I said that to say, that is why, you know, the sound is so important. When I think about sound and I think about music. Yes. And like literally like situations and places, spaces where people just wasn't getting me. Like when I'm saying, yo, I need this sound to be a certain way. Yeah. I need for us to create this sound a certain way. Yeah. Because the hearing, when you hear something, it strikes a chord. It strikes a vibration. Yeah. And so depending on what frequency you're hearing or what sound you're hearing, a certain vibration will begin to happen and activate in you. But people also must see. And then some people will say, well, you know, well, what about blind people? They don't see. Okay, we understand that, Captain Avi. We get it. We understand that. But even those blind people know what I'm talking about. Yep. Because they see. Yeah. They might not see from the concept of what the physical, because everything with us gotta be so physical. Like, oh, if I can't see it, if I can't touch it, then it doesn't exist. Right. But you have to see it. So whether it's in your mind's eye or your physical eye, seeing. Yeah. That's why visuals are so important. That's why the imagination is so important, because in your imagination, you create a picture. Yeah. You ever read and like the picture, you can see, you ain't got to see the movie, because while you reading, your eyes are looking at the word, but those words are resonating and forming pictures in your mind of what's going on. Exactly. You have to go into your imagination. Yeah. So the seeing ignites a certain vibration of feeling, you know, like all these senses have their parts to play. And so from that standpoint, when I think about my purpose, it's like, okay, so now that I know this, how can I express this in these different ways? Because depending on the sensation, somebody may be more apt to that sensation than another person. I could talk to one of my nieces and she get it from hearing. Yeah. But the other one might have to tap that ass a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's not because, she likes pain or anything like that. It's just because that sensation helped to solidify the lesson for her. Mm-hmm. Now she don't have to get tapped no more. Mm-hmm. You know, and some people don't agree with that. Whatever you don't have to take me literally.
Right.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, I was about to say sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes.
But with what I'm talking about right now, use what I'm saying to your own understanding. Mm-hmm. Whatever that discipline form is for you. Yeah. I know how I was raised. Yeah. And no, it's not all the time, but sometimes there might need to be a little tapping. Right. Again, it's not because as adults or as parents, you have to figure out what's going to resonate with your child. Yeah. In order for them to get the lesson, because you're training them up in the way that they should go. Mm-hmm. And the training them up in the way that they should go should really be for them to think of their own consciousness in a balanced way. Yeah. As long as you're training the child up in that manner, they're going to be good. Yeah. Because everything is about balance. Now you're teaching them habits to help them make choices that maintain balance. Right. So everybody gets it differently. And so for me, when it comes to my purpose and my music and, you know, when I think about all of who I am and what I'm creating in this lifetime, it's like, okay, so what forms of expression can I use? Because if I'm able to understand and I would say if I'm able to understand and if I'm able to actively, consistently use certain forms of expression, right. If I'm able to use the multitude of expression, let's say we're talking about the five senses at this time. We're talking about the five senses. Yeah. If I'm able to use each one of these expressions based off of these five senses, that increases the audience. That means I'm not just focusing on just tapping into one audience because, they like my music. Right. Yes, I want you to like my music. That's why people have so many different songs and so many different, because it's a different form of expression for them. Exactly. Some people may say, I only do things this one way. Okay, cool. That's on you. Yeah. Me personally, I'm open to doing things different ways because I'm looking for expansion of all of me. Yeah. I'm looking to tap into my potential of all of me, of who I am. That's just who I am. Yeah. Nothing wrong with what you do, who you are. That's your understanding. Come on. But for me, knowing this about myself is also how I like to express myself. Right. Because I know that if I am like this, and I am a reflection of you, you're a reflection of somebody else out there like this too. Yep. And even if they think they're not like this, me just being who I am is planting some type of seed so that they can be ignited and do whatever they're supposed to do on their purpose. Yeah. That's it. That's it. So I have some very dope ideas that I'm working on currently. Okay. That hit a little bit of the different areas of expression. Come on. Based off of the five senses and whatnot. Like I like to write, so I'll definitely be putting out some writings. Of course, singing. Yeah. Visual. I am a very visual person. Yeah. Like one of my favorite artists, I would say well-rounded artist, business mogul, entrepreneur, singer, actress. Come on. Every fucking thing. Come on. Tiana Taylor. Ooh. I fucking love Tiana Taylor.
That's my baby right there.
I would, because I'm an honest person, right? Right. I'm not going to sit up here and say, I love Tiana Taylor. I'll be at every fucking show. I'm like a biggest fan and blah, blah, blah. Nah, because I ain't like that. We don't idolize. It ain't what it is. It's not that she doesn't deserve that. That's just not where I'm at. I'm just, but one day I'm looking forward to the time where I can meet her, give her a hug, be in her energy, and just be with who she is. That spirit. Because she expresses herself in so many different facets. Like when I see that lady, it's like that's the embodiment of God energy to me. Yes. That's the embodiment of I ain't no punk energy to me. Come on. Like she is a representation of that because she represents a part of the collective, but also who she is individually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like she gets it. I don't know. I haven't, tuned into her enough to know like exactly what her walk is. I just remember from Sweet 16 and liking her then and just keeping up with her music and stuff. And then like, shows, her fashion sense, things like that. Creative directing, everything about this lady to me exudes the energy that I feel that I am. And this is what I mean when I say like, yo, everybody got their audience. Everybody does things based off of who's able to capture their attention, who they feel like they align with, who's a reflection of them.
Yeah.
Like we all a reflection of each other, but it takes levels of understanding to understand that and to actually be able to see the damn person that you felt like you had a distaste for and to say like, you know what? She is a reflection of me. In order for me to even be aware of that energy, it's something in me that's vibrating with that energy.
Right.
And so now how do I dissect that? So yeah. I don't know, like, I'm in a really good space.
Yeah.
I'm in a really good space, and it's so crazy for me to say that.
Why is it crazy?
You're
supposed to say that.
Yes, I am supposed to say that. But the craziness comes in the fact of, like, wow, like, how we can easily go from there to here. I wasn't here this morning.
Yeah.
I was not here this morning.
Yeah.
I'm here now, though.
Yeah.
And I can see the expansion of myself.
Right.
Like in these moments, I can see like where I was and where I'm at.
Yeah.
The thinking, the depths of the thinking, how I responded to life, how I reacted to life, decisions that I made, everything that got me to this moment.
Yeah.
And it just be like,
confirmation.
That's joy to me.
Yeah.
That's joy to me.
Yeah.
That's what lets me know like, yo, everything gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Everything gonna be all right. Because if all of that was worth this, then it was worth it.
Come on.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
And now I just have to keep building on that energy.
Yeah.
And it's my duty in this moment to figure out how to keep building on that energy, because you can only get that which you already have.
Come on.
And that's just how I'm moving.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah, get that little sip. Get that little sip. It's so crazy watching you, because I be seeing when you take off, and then I be seeing when you land.
Yeah.
And you blink multiple times when you land. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you be like, oh shit.
Like,
you be like, oh shit, I'm here. Damn, I'm here.
Look, it's like I try to, I don't want to say dose myself. Oh shit, it sounds like I'm dosing myself, right? No, like.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Like, look, it's like, cause I know when I go there.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, like, it's like one night I was singing, this is a couple of years ago, 2021.
Yeah.
I had a show, and I remember that show and feeling as though, like, I was talking to myself, like, girl, get off the stage, like, you have to end.
Hold on. Drink the water.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You saw that I needed it.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I could just, same with the Band-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
I just peep.
Because I'll keep going and I won't take care of myself.
Exactly. That's why I'm here to remind you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Take your sips. Go ahead.
And it was a little gentle reminder. Get the fuck. Yeah. This is a gentle reminder to sip your water.
Exactly. Because I know when to, you feel me? But I also know when to balance, duality.
Word is Vaughn.
Yeah.
So,
continue about the show, though. 2 years ago, you had a show. And
I was telling myself to get off stage.
Why?
Like I was singing, like it was going on for a long time. You know, you have times and stuff you got to get out of places, and you know. Looking back, I mean, they probably wouldn't have cared, but in that moment, it was like, okay, like, like you know. But I was there, like, and it's so interesting. I'll share this with you.
Okay.
I remember years ago feeling as though other singers and other creatives had this thing.
Okay.
It's when they go from being in this space to being tapped in with God. Like they in the zone.
Yeah.
And I remember watching people throughout life and feeling as though like, dang, I want that. Like I don't think I have that. So at times, even though I knew I was talented and I knew that I was creative, I knew that I could write, I knew that, you know, I could hit certain notes and I sound a certain way that caused people to be in awe, especially because of my age at the time, being so young.
Yeah. Still young, but okay.
But thank you. Because, yeah, once we start thinking that time doesn't exist, then we can stop thinking about time. Right? But being in this space and feeling as though everybody had that it thing and you didn't, it was interesting, especially because other people thought that you had it.
Come on.
But for me, I didn't see it. I didn't feel it. I never felt like I always felt like I would sing, but it never got to like what I seen some other singers. Like they really they going in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And does not mean that they belting all wild and crazy or anything like that.
Right.
It does not mean that, you know, they're doing anything extra.
Right.
It's just they got it.
Yeah.
Now some people, it comes through when they do their belting and stuff. But for some other people, they don't have to belt.
Yeah.
And some people could belt or not belt and they still got it.
Yeah.
Like it's this thing that when they in tune and they in rhythm and it's a vibration and like when they creating that vibration and the people that's like in tune with them, they vibrating together. And I got that. All these years I thought I never had it. And it took me to get through all this stuff to realize I always had it.
Yep.
But I had to make the choice to tap in.
Get out the closet.
And when I chose to do that in that moment, at that time, especially with everything that I was going through, it was like, wow, like this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. And so it's like, okay, from that moment, how do I recreate that? Because I remember that. And I've still been having it.
Yeah.
Times it has been, you know, evading me, but not because it wants to.
Right.
It's because I've blocked it out.
Yeah.
You know, because what you seeking is seeking you.
Yeah.
So if I'm blocking it out, then they can't find me.
Exactly.
You know, I'm in a space of just really like just being real with myself.
Yeah.
Even in the moments where like stuff is like happening and it's happening fast and I'm having to take notice instantaneously. Yeah. Like, no, this is how you feel. Hey, you're being triggered. Hey, okay. It's not them that's triggering you. You have to breathe. You have to hear and understand what's going on,
right.
What they're saying, as opposed to just restricting.
Yes.
You know, and this is not easy because even as I'm speaking to you, I'm thinking of scenarios that happened literally this week. Yeah. Where I did not necessarily express exactly what I'm saying to you right now, but I'm seeing how I'm able to express moving forward and what that looks like for me. And now actually recognizing like, yo, like you did feel some type of way when he said whatever. Yeah. Or when they did whatever. Or when you were. Yeah. It was real. Because sometimes we have, you know, when you're healing yourself and you're learning yourself, like some of these like videos or speakers on these like social media sites or whatever will have you thinking like, oh yes, take this course and I'm going to teach you 10 steps on how to love yourself. Yeah. Right?
That's how they be sounding too.
Nobody teaches you like, yo, like it's a constant unfolding. It's a constant, like you have to take stock. You have to take inventory every like second by second, minute by minute, because you never know which minute is going to be that minute. But if you allow yourself to just know that no matter what minute it comes, you're seeking to understand yourself. You're seeking to understand the situation, or, you know, whatever is going on, looking at it from the standpoint of you actively creating and actively understanding and actively doing all of these things at the same time, and understanding that as long as you're seeking to be balanced, as long as you're seeking to expand, you're okay. You're okay. It's nothing that can keep you from it, whether it's God energy, your dream, your purpose, which all falls under that energy. Nothing is keeping you from it but you. And you have to be real with yourself. And so these days, I'm like, if nothing else. And I always thought that I was real with myself. It wasn't to going through what I've been through that I understood, like, bitch, you was sugarcoating. you was on some bullshit. Other stuff. You was bullshit. You wasn't being real with yourself. Look how many times you shut your voice off in order for somebody else to feel comfortable. That's not being real with yourself. Look at the many times you have masked your I had it at the tip of my tongue, because I like to say that I'm a very transparent person, right? But I think about the times in which transparency has been used as an excuse or a clutch to just give. Like the transparency is a facade for the fact that I'm too selfless, that I'm not practicing balance with how I guard something so special, so precious. You have to be able to have balance. So if I'm willingly going out there, everybody don't deserve that information.
That's facts.
So I'm masking the fact that I do not know how to control my selflessness. Because in me being transparent, I'm thinking that I'm helping. This is my whole thing. My whole life has been the fact that I put other people before me. And it hasn't been like the only thing, but that has been the overarching theme of why my situations have happened the way. I didn't have balance between taking care of myself versus taking care of other people. I had to have balance. And so knowing that about myself, I have to always be on guard. Not on guard, because I don't want to keep using that word because it has such a negative connotation. And we're talking about being free, right? I have to be vigilant.
There you go.
When it comes to this overarching theme that I've had to tackle. Because as you're getting rid of habits and you're creating new habits, the old habits going to seep back in to see if you really about what you say you about. I know you still want me.
They're going to spin the block.
I know. You still want me. You've been thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, it's like, okay, I know myself and I know that this has been a thing. And so lately, what I've been seeing is, I've been saying a lot like, yo, I'm a very transparent person.
Okay.
Well, I'm transparent.
Right,
okay.
We'll show you.
I didn't see up until the last couple of days and now solidified in this moment how transparency has been used as a facade to cover up the fact that I'm still not over my old habit of selflessness. So now that I know that, I got to buffer that out now. I got to, okay, I can't control the past. I already done told everybody my damn business. Because I'm so transparent. Right? But moving forward, this is how I'm able to communicate. This is what I look out for. If I see it again, all right. If it happened, whatever. I'm learning how to just, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. Once it's done, it's done.
Come on.
The courage to change the things that I can. Okay, now I have the courage to leave this where it's at and to just keep moving.
Exactly.
I'll try again next time.
Yep.
You know? So that's where I'm at right now. Being real with myself. Being vigilant. Being open to the continuous learning process of myself, of the world, how I see it. Yeah. And I'm just ready to have some fun. Yeah. I'm ready to make some music.
Come on.
I am ready to write. Yeah. And I've already been doing all of these things, but just ready to do me.
Look at 9-year-old Riri coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I'm ready to come outside and play.
Come on.
I've been saying since the beginning of the year, I'm like, I'm outside. Yeah. Yes, I'm outside.
Word is bond.
And I feel it. Yeah. I feel the sun shining on me. Shout out to Lotto, because I love that song. That is one of my favorites. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I feel it shining on me, the warmth of it, you know. I also feel the nighttime, moon, you know, just it's this energy that lets me know, like, everything's okay, because it's a nurturing energy.
It is.
It's a safe energy. And I'm learning to be okay with being in a space of needing safety.
Duality, like you said.
I've been so used to I've been so used to being a safe haven that I didn't understand what it was like to need safety. Always feeling, you know, and then you condition to think, you know, oh, I'm strong. You know, like, the fuck is that? The strength is in the balance. And so now I'm understanding that it's okay to seek shelter. Yes. To need safety, to wanna feel safe. Yeah. To wanna feel protected. Yeah. You know, I'm learning to balance that out. I'm learning not to be embarrassed by wanting protection. Yes. Wanting safety, wanting to feel secure. Because for a long time, I always felt like, you know, there was something wrong with security. You know, like people who have 9 to 5s. And I was the person like, oh, yeah, well, you don't got the courage to go out after your dreams. That's why you got that 9 to 5. Yeah. You're scared. Yeah, you know? And while in some cases that may be true, in other cases, it may be prudent. Exactly. You know, and so I had to learn that. Yeah. And I see it now. And I'm actively working on being vigilant with the thoughts that would have me dishonoring that energy while honoring the other, the free spirit energy.
The this or that.
Yeah, this or that. You know? So.
It's like this, really, because the moon, when you think about it, it lights up the night, and we can look at it. Imagine if the sun was like, I don't want to shine because niggas is going to fuck their eyes up if they stare at me. Imagine that, though. Then now we're fucked. You feel me? So that's how I break it down. It's just like everybody plays their role. Exactly. Because everybody want to be the sun, but it's like, bro, the moon, it helps you see at night, my nigga. Yes. In them dark spaces, when we have them dark times, we need that light. Yeah. You feel me? So it doesn't have to be this or that. The sun is going to shine every day. The moon is going to rise every day.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, but the moon has phases. You feel me? And that's the phases within the darkness. Yeah. It's inevitable. The moon isn't going to be constant. The sun, my nigga, you know it's going to be there. You feel me? So it's like, if the sun had the mentality of, damn, I don't want to hurt niggas. I don't want to fuck them up. Let me not shine as bright. Now we're fucked. Now the whole ecosystem is fucked. So that ecosystem is within ourselves. Yeah. Dig what I'm saying? That duality you were speaking on.
Yeah. So, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Damn. Let's land. You feel me?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that, well, it's a lot. We're not going to ask that because you know how we do.
Yes.
Let's put it like this. What do you want to say to your supporters, to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones on the journey that you're on currently right now? What's something that you want to say to them?
You're not alone. Sorry.
I promise.
You are not alone. Yeah. I would say stay steadfast.
Yeah.
You know, stay in alignment. You You know what I mean? Like, stay in alignment.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard. I know it's hard because I'm going through it.
Yeah.
But I also know the beauty and the joy that comes from being in alignment.
Yeah.
I know the feeling of peace.
Come on.
That comes from being in alignment.
Yes.
And so, for me, it's like understanding and getting rid of whatever distractions that you have that prevent you from being in alignment. Mm-hmm. And you know what it's like to be misaligned because sickness. Mm-hmm. You know, you just feel off. Even if you don't have any physical ailments that you can see or that has been documented by your doctor.
Come on.
Because again, people go by what they see in documentation and all of that. And while that has its place, sometimes it's the things that are unseen that are the most damaging. Oof. And so, you know, making sure that you pay attention to your body. Yeah. How you feel. Yeah. How you feel when you eat certain foods. How you feel when you're around certain people. Yeah. How you feel when you don't do something or when you do something. Just paying attention to that lets you know where you are within, you know, the space of alignment.
Wake it up.
So that's what I would say at this point in time. Yeah. Yo, I ain't no punk.
Come on.
I ain't no punk. And I know y'all not either. I know you're not because you're here. You're here and you're trying, you know, wherever you are. So with that same energy, I just encourage you to go forth and go get your blessings, whatever that may mean to you. If you don't know your purpose, have courage, have heart. Yeah. Begin to do the research. Begin to understand yourself. Yes. If you know your purpose, begin to understand what it takes to execute and have the courage to execute. Have the courage to make the sacrifices that you need to make in order for you to be you. And that's it.
Wake it up, Queen. Shit, listen, and we only getting started on this motherfucking journey. But as y'all can see, you gotta let the queen shine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the queen cook. And the food is good for the soul. That don't mean it's soul food. It's a difference. You dig what I'm saying?
I like that.
But I'll leave it at that. Thank you once again, you know what I mean? Come on for sharing it. And let me up. Yeah, come on.
I want to hug you.
Yeah, come on, okay. Give me a yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you. You deserve to be here. This is what it's about. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Giving legends the platform to speak, to shine, to show that we belong here. This is what we do. You know
this is what we do. We here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We here.
So shout out to the motherfucking legend, you feel me? Rain and Shine out now on all streaming platforms. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the video. Hands-on on everything the queen does, so stop playing with her. You feel me? Go support, but y'all ain't even just gotta support that way. Just hit her up. She grounded as fuck, bro.
Samayyah, sincerely Samayyah.
Chop it up.
I am on Instagram at sincerely Samayyah. I was about to say .com. Look, it's coming. Look, it's Samayyah.com. It will be. I'll be launching that this spring.
Come on.
And what else? I got some good stuff going on. So do not judge me when you see my Instagram page. I'm in the process of revamping and rebranding. But even if you do judge me, oh well, I don't care. Because again, by your ways of action, should you be justified? I'm okay. Look, but also sincerely Samayyah at sincerely Samayyah on Facebook. Please check me out on Facebook. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Show some love. Show some support, y'all. For real, when I say legends, I don't speak that highly. I don't mean just from an artist perspective. You know what I'm saying? I mean from a human perspective. Like the game, the information. Let me tell you something too. Game is sold separately nowadays. A lot of people love to sell the game on how to get there, but you actually freely, willingly give the game on how to maintain it and keep it. It's a difference.
Wow.
Church.
Dang, I didn't.
Come on.
I'm excited.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Have a great night.
Come on.
I'm excited.
Easy.